Welcome, how are you all? So you know that I would like to talk about the different kinds of political ideology, social ideology, and common perspective ideology. So in today's discussion, I will discuss about the juvenile crime in Bangladesh and what is the government strategy to give up from the juvenile problem, juvenile offense, and juvenile crime related activities. First of all, I have to mention that what do you mean by the juvenile crime? The crime which is committed by the people who is underage according to the law. According to our Majority Act 1875, it directly mentioned that the people who are under 18 years old, they will be counted as the juvenile in Bangladesh. So our judiciary is also crystal and clear. For example, in our judiciary and our judiciary activities, our judicial activities says that the person who is juvenile, his trial will not be proceeded by the common and general court or justification. The court justified that the person who is juvenile, his activities will be dealt by the juvenile court. Even he will be under the process of the camera trial. So the normal procedure, the ordinary procedure, it is organized by the advocates and the judge in the open procedure or the open platform. But the juvenile crimes and the juvenile related activities, it is not handed by the open court. It is definitely ensured in the in the camera trial. So why the philosophy is enshrined, why the juvenile crime will be occupied, will be underprotected by the juvenile court. So what is the reason? What is the reason behind that? The first reason is that most of the juvenile, they are the new normal offender, because they are not connected with the juvenile related activities in the previous time. So right now they are organized in this crime. So for the first time, the court think that if the court make the procedure in the open court system or the open trial system, that will ridiculously hamper his lifestyle, that will ridiculously hamper these people in the future time or the future strategy. The second reason is that this is the basic principles of our common judiciary. The judiciary is fair, neutral, relevant, essential, and important for those people who are not the habitual offender. So most of the juvenile people, they have connected with different kinds of political issues, social issues, religious issues, only for money, only for high intention, only for high deservation, but they have connected in those segment without any kind of justification, by instigation of his friend, of his brother, of his sister, even by the family politics. He have connected in this issue. So that doesn't mean he is a habitual offender. So, in our common judiciary and the judicial perspective, the both persons, who is the common people and who is the juvenile people, the both persons dealing will be different. So, the juvenile people will not be treated as like the common people or as like the habitual offender. Even in our CRPC, in our CPC, directly mention these types of criteria. So, in that segment, I will discuss why Bangladeshi citizenship, why in Bangladesh, why the juvenile crime is increasing day by day. What is the reason behind that? So I think that it is on kind of political discourse. So in the previous time, there was no politics as like that as the present situation or the present demand. So right now we have faced lots of social, ecological, geographical event, the corruption related activities in our society. So, with a very short time, it is not possible for the government to give up from the initiative, to give up from the social discourse or the social phenomenon. So, in that time, the people can say how they will give up from the strategy. So, the second region, which is directly interconnected for engaging in the juvenile offense in Bangladesh, this is only for the our social vagabondness and our social calamities. So, for example, before 2008 society and right now we are observing in a society of 2026, it is not same. Our previous society was very good. There was no problem. Even people had not connected in that, even in that schedule and in that procedure. But right now the situation is different, the society is different. We are directly follow the subcontinent's political diverse. For example, India is directly interrupted in that matter, Pakistan is directly interrupted in this matter. So how is it possible for you to give up with this matter with a very short time? So in that schedule, in that procedure, our government have to make a very good justification over the property, over the religious ship, and over the different kinds of political stakeholders. The third reason why